gotta be an idiot to bet on that parlay.
It's DTF or bust.
Put it on my mama's porch tomorrow.
Back to Hold My Breath podcast. I'm one of the co-hosts, Dylan Thomas Fields, DTF, alongside Brandon Park, and joining us today, the lad. We're missing Corgi, but that's all right. It's late on a Sunday night, watching Sunday Night Football. It is halftime, so we are going to get this through here and into your morning on Monday. We did post on Twitter this morning the new recording schedule to be a little bit more consistent. Recording on Sunday nights, posting on Monday, recording on Wednesday nights, posting on Thursdays during football season. So we get those recaps and plays out there, our picks out there. Brandon, crazy day.
Very, very crazy day for sure. You left out one thing about why Korg's not here. There's a new rule in the punishment for every 3 weeks that we do not hit his parlay, he has to sleep in a dog cage. So that's currently where he's at right now.
He is probably so pissed about that damn pick. So pissed.
I'm not gonna lie, well, it still wouldn't have hit, but it wouldn't have been as big of a blowout. But I was gonna choose Houston money line, but when I heard your speech on Jake Browning last week, I'm not gonna lie, you kind of sold me because I completely forgot that that game was against the Vikings and they spent a whole second half of that game talking about how he got cut by the Vikings.
Yeah, dude. There's a reason why my name's Brian Hoyer this week. It's because I absolutely sucked this week. If you had a metal bat and just hit me in the shins with it, I'd probably rather enjoy that than my Sunday, man. Holy cow. My ticket is just full of L's all over the place. All over the place, man. 3-10.
Are you gonna have to do sticky notes this time? Change it up from the receipt, or we gotta just go back to the DM or BMV and get another receipt?
We just got to keep the receipts rolling, man. You can't give up, man. After I was 1-6 in the 1 o'clock slate, and I looked at my phone and said, "Oh, it's 4:04. The 4:05 game is about to start." Pull that bitch out right away. Fired every single fucking game. That was looking good. I was looking good, and then it ended up at 1-4 again. Just got my shins kicked in again. And now I'm doing it to myself again here on the Giants. So
For those wondering what they're talking about, we've still been working on the lad's lay or the lad's parlay for Corgi's punishment for losing the hold my bets last season. We still have not hit our 3-leg parlay. Every week, Corgi has to bet a $10 bet, and then we get the winnings. We chose this morning Cincinnati money line, Jacksonville money line, and Bucky Irving anytime touchdown. One of 3 legs hit. We were really
it was
close.
a rough day around the board.
Was it last week that we were really close? Or no?
Yes, I believe so.
No. I think
Yes,
last
because
week.
Marv didn't hit his or no.
Yeah.
What was ours last week? Did we even give him one last week?
yeah, we did just from the Sunday night and Monday night games.
Yeah, Tampa, LA, and he did Justin Jefferson 100 yards.
Oh. There we go.
Should have
Yeah.
hit this week too.
Recapping now that we are through all of our picks for week 3, everybody had bets up to this point, and current standings after 3 weeks, the lad in last, oh, I'm sorry, BP in last place with 4-5, the lad in third place with 5-4, Corgi at 6-3, and DTF reigning 3 weeks in a row at 7-2. Very profitable.
Yeah, I'm really trying to stick really close to 500. That's why I had to go a little ballsy with the picks this week. You know, got a double header coming up. Can't, I gotta win only one of them. Gotta lose the other one. But this next week is 3-0.
Here's the thing: it's only bad if you're in last place. If you just stick around 500, that should get you out of last place. I mean, Here's the thing, Corgi, he's gonna start picking J. Allen, J. Cook at anytime touchdowns, and they're not gonna be hitting. He's gonna fall off here shortly. It's a guarantee.
Yeah, that is true. Is there anything else we want to talk about before we get into the recap?
I didn't watch a single college football game this weekend. I
Nah.
watched so much Tribe.
I watched Oklahoma, Auburn, Indiana, Illinois, and what was the other game? Bits and pieces of Syracuse, Clemson, just because I like seeing Clemson lose.
You know, I am cursed ever since that Oklahoma safety at the end of the game to get that backdoor cover. Been absolutely cursed. After that, I think I am something like 3-15, maybe. Just get absolutely crushed. They said, "Hey, you can have that one. That's a freebie. The rest of them, you're getting destroyed." Just cursed. Incredible. Just can't even sniff a win here, boys. We'll get into this thing though. Yeah, it's the whole. Yeah, it's just not a good day.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and start off with Thursday Night Football. We had the Bills beating the Miami Dolphins 31-21. This game was actually a lot closer than I think a lot of us anticipated it being. I know we were talking about buying points in this one, but Lad, you ended up taking 11.5 as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I got suckered into it. I said I wasn't going to do it, and I hated this game. I walked into work on Monday at 7 a.m. and just started talking about how I hated it throughout the day. Just got suckered into Buffalo, but we had Dalton Kincaid touchdown, so it made it all worth it. But it doesn't really matter when you go 3-10 the rest of the week.
My
Yeah.
cousin put together a parlay before the game, and we talked about it for like 30 minutes. He had Kincaid, Waddle, and Cook, and he won $680 or something stupid.
Hell yeah.
Gotta love it.
But yeah, I mean, Tua, for the most part, looked better in this game up until the end. He pulled a Sam Darnold and started seeing ghosts. Pretty bad interception on his end, and costly one. But overall, I mean, didn't miss
It,
a whole lot. It was the James Cook show, so Korg, was loving it, every bit of it.
Joshua
Um,
Patrick Allen.
the Miami looked really good offensively on third down, and I don't know if it was Miami looking good or Baltimore looking like dog shit, but man, they converted at least like 5 or 6 third and longs. Where it's like, okay, this is where we're gonna break their neck and we're gonna cover this thing. Nope, 3rd and 8, make a big play. So that was a bit concerning if you're a Bills fan, to be honest with you. But
yeah, their defense was a bit rocky. I mean, I know they were out at Oliver and Matt Milano, which is two of their best defensive players, but I mean, if you're going
oh,
to be a Super
Milano
Bowl
was out.
contender, you gotta, be next man up.
Milano was out.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a problem for them. Anytime he goes down, their defense goes to the fucking shitter.
yeah. I mean, it's pretty night and day that he's the commander of that, or captain of that defense. Giants ended up scoring just now.
Yeah,
No, it was
6-6.
just threw an interception in the end zone.
Who got the touchdown? Oh,
Cam
Scatterbo.
Scatterbo, he did a fucking backflip, man.
Why is Jamie Gillen kicking PATs? I thought he was a punter.
Because Graham Gano like pulled his groin or something in pregame, which is going to be really tough to cover 6 points when you're this bad and you don't got a kicker. It's going to be really hard,
Oh, jeez.
and I'm going to get screwed by a kicker again probably. But is what it is.
Is what it is. All right, let's go ahead and move into Sunday's games. We had the Minnesota Vikings absolutely put on a clinic on the Cincinnati Bengals, 48-10. Uh, Jake Browning looked pretty bad in this one.
Man, they were driving down 17-3 with like 2 minutes to go in the half. You're like, all right, let's go get a touchdown, make this thing 17-10. They were getting the ball to start the half. You're like, they're still in this thing, man. You just got to go down and get a score. As soon as I'm thinking that, man, they throw that ball and what's the dude, whoever the guy on the Vikings that just looked like an absolute demon out there on the defensive side of the ball.
Isaiah
Strip,
Rodgers.
yeah, he strips the ball himself, lands right in his fucking pocket, takes it other way. After that, the Bengals threw a towel in and said, "We're done with this one. We'll get you next week."
Yeah, he got two pick sixes today. First one for 66 yard or no, first one for 87 yards. Second one for 66 yards. That one was a fumble return though. But I'm pretty
Is it
sure he
the time to have
had
the conversation about
did he
Carson
only have
Wentz?
one interception or two interceptions?
Interception and fumble return, unless we got another one.
Mm, oh no, he did only have one interception. He had two touchdowns though. Um, but yeah, this was an absolute ass kicking. Um, Bengals just looked lost out there. It looked like Jake Browning got it going a little bit towards the end, but I mean, without Joe Burrow on this roster, this team doesn't stand a chance, I don't think. Because the
Do the
Vikings
Vikings stick
defense, I
with?
mean, they have a good defense, but nothing crazy in my opinion.
Should they stick with Carson Wentz?
14 for 20. I mean, they didn't really ask a ton out of him today, but he didn't turn the ball over.
They
No.
don't
And
ask,
Jordan Mason finally got going and went 16 carries for 116 yards and two touchdowns. I mean,
yeah, I think to be honest with you, they don't ask a lot from JJ either. But when JJ's played, they haven't been able to run the ball, and it's like they try and have this rushing attack, and that's going to be their main form of offense, and they can't do it. And then they're in 3rd and 15. Like, yeah, sit back there. Yeah, they know they're going to pass it. They're going to bring a bunch of pressure, and good luck. Our offensive line sucks.
yeah.
So then they get good, a solid running attack today, and it's like, holy shit, Carson Wentz. I don't know. I don't like all the hate on JJ, but I know you guys have a strong opinion against that.
Nah, maybe not strong. I just don't think he's all that great. Um, but I mean, we'll still need to see more from Carson Wentz to truly answer that question. I mean, I think he'll get the job done while JJ's gone. I think that's probably my answer for right now. I think they'll be fine with Wentz at quarterback. If they want to throw McCarthy back in there, I mean, go for it unless Wentz is going to start throwing for three, four touchdowns a game, still not turning the ball over. JJ's looking great. Running game's working. But at some point, I mean, they're going to throw him back in. There's no way they waste that first round pick, none unless they traded up to get him. Um, so yeah, I mean, it's inevitable that he's going to get back in the game, and for their sake, hopefully he doesn't look bad and is serviceable. But I don't know. Today was not a good. All I know is today was not a good sign for the Bengals whatsoever.
No, I
Yeah,
mean they're not going to be able to cut it with the quarterbacks they have on their roster.
Yeah,
pretty
not at
much
all.
any of these games we're going to talk about, just know on the other side, I got my shins kicked in. I lost. Cincinnati being the first one, absolute destroyed. Not a shot in hell I was covering that one from the start, but away she goes.
Yeah, let's go ahead and move into the Jaguars beating the Texans 17-10. Uh, Not a good outing from CJ Stroud. That offensive line is just absolutely horrible, though. I still don't understand why Trevor Lawrence doesn't throw the ball to Brian Thomas Jr. at all. That doesn't make sense to me at all. Um, I mean, yeah, CJ Stroud, two interceptions, one touchdown. You want to see him do good. He was giving the ball to Nico, where pretty much a little over half of his passing yards went. But other than that, it doesn't seem like the Texans really got anything going. Jaguars, I don't know. This game just looked like shit, in my opinion.
This was my
Trevor Lawrence
sole
didn't even throw for a touchdown.
this was my sole win of the 1 o'clock slate. The Jaguars, and I bet the Jaguars every week. And at the end of the game, I thought they were going to blow it again. And I'm done with them. I'm done with the Jaguars experience, man. I'm done with it. You see Trevor Lawrence, he'll throw the ball. There'll be no one there. It's like, wait a second here, what happened here? It's like, oh, a bit of a miscommunication from the receiver. It's like, well, I saw that 6 times today, and I've seen the ball hit the wide receiver's hands and not catch it 4 other times. So I'm just completely done with it, even though I'll probably bet him again next week. But I'm done with them. I'm done with them as of Sunday, September the 21st.
All right. We'll move into the Colts versus Titans. Colts win 41-20. Uh, Jonathan Taylor, I mean, if you play him in fantasy, I feel for you. I mean, 3 touchdowns, 102 rushing yards. He had 3 catches as well. Also looks like Anthony Richardson got some carries in this game. He had 4 carries for -1 yards.
Yeah, dude, the Colts are sneaky. They're definitely going to be a team I did not believe would be in the playoffs this year, and I think they're going to they might even win the whole fucking division.
I think they are going to win the division. I think they look like the best team in the division right now.
Yeah, I mean, they look like a top 5 AFC
Oh, you
team.
gotta be shitting me. Sorry, boys. Fucking Giants just gave up a pass interference on their own 5-yard line. That's awesome. But anyways, go ahead. Sorry about that. You're gonna get a lot of
They,
that here.
the Colts did kick their first punt today. I believe it was their first punt of the season. Three
Yeah,
games
well,
in.
I believe that is correct. Let me
Yeah.
double
If
check.
you look at the game logs for Sanchez, it's his only punt this season. I mean, that's incredible to go 3 weeks and only have one punt.
Yeah.
It's funny you brought up Anthony Richardson because that's something I wanted to talk about in this game. Can you believe that that was a quarterback competition? Like, think about if they just ran out there and they're 1-2, all you'd be talking about was, oh, they made the wrong choice bringing Daniel Jones out there. They should have Anthony Richardson, but instead they're 3-0, and you don't even remotely remember that was a quarterback competition in training camp.
Right.
Yeah,
It's wild.
that is crazy.
And the Browns couldn't do that one time in their entire organizational history, not once. And the fuck Colts just knocked it out of the ballpark.
I mean, I know they've been looking for their quarterback for quite some time, but I mean,
Well, that's a tough move to like the dude you drafted say, we're gonna take this dude that just had been dog shit on the Giants for how many years, you know? It's a ballsy move. They did it.
yeah, because I mean, I don't think you can go back to Anthony Richardson whatsoever. I mean, but especially with the way Daniel Jones is playing now, that he won't be an Indianapolis Colt for much longer. I mean, probably this
Right.
season, and then after this season, he's gone.
Yeah.
But I mean, Colts look great, man. I mean, they're a sneaky team. I think they'll win that division, and they're not going to be a team that you're going to hope to see in, the first week of the playoffs.
I think they're going to be fighting to go to the AFC Championship if they
I,
keep it
I
up.
won't go that far yet. I mean, I like what I've seen from them so far, but I want to see them play someone pretty special, which it looks like
But I
they play
mean,
the Rams
in,
next week.
in the
Oh,
AFC,
Yeah.
in the AFC, you've got Buffalo, and then in the AFC North, technically Cincinnati and Pittsburgh are the top 2 teams. Baltimore hasn't played yet, but you've got Baltimore. Then you've got Indy, and then in the West, you've got the 3-0 Chargers and the 0-2 Chiefs. Right now, the Colts are a top 5 team. They are going to be playing for an AFC Championship.
Right now, yeah. I mean,
right now.
they're positioned for it. I'll say that. I don't know if you're just calling them top five right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that
Yeah.
I can agree with that. I
In
thought
this
you were
very
saying
moment.
like they're in the AFC. They're going to be in the AFC Championship.
No, I'm just saying right this second, they look like they should be one of the best teams going into the Super Bowl like playoffs. Like they should be
Okay.
going into the AFC Championship to play X. I mean they look good. They look solid. Daniel Jones is playing probably the best football he's ever played. They've got great receivers. Jonathan Taylor's a dog. Defense is great. I mean, Colts are going to be sneaky this year.
It's a big
Shit, has he
question
thrown
mark.
a pick yet this year?
I don't think so.
Damn.
The big question mark is still that quarterback position because he runs out there and doesn't give a shit about getting hit, man. And he runs the ball a good bit. Is he going to stay healthy? Is going to be the big question.
Yeah, that is true. You get Anthony Richardson out there. I mean, oof. All right, next, let's go ahead and get into the Washington Commanders beating the Las Vegas Raiders 41-24. Marcus Mariota at quarterback. Looks like this was an interesting game. I didn't really watch much of this game, uh, other than I saw that my boy Bill got in the end zone. Trey Tucker, 3 touchdowns, though. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was not on my bingo card.
No. Eight receptions, 145 yards, three
He's
touchdowns.
he's Gino's favorite target.
Oh, by a mile. By a
Yeah,
mile, it looks like.
yeah. I was surprised watching the game last week. I was a bit surprised to see that, and then the same thing this week. This is another team I'm done with. Bet them every single week. I'm done with them.
Did
Yeah,
you
I can't
guys
say
see
I blame
that
you.
there was two running backs in the backfield with Mariota, and he handed it off to McNichols by accident and he ended up getting a 60-yard rushing touchdown?
Sounds about right. I mean, I was on the other side. I mean, if you were on the other side, you were making plays all day against me, man. You couldn't do anything right.
Yeah, Mariota, I mean, he took care of the ball today. I mean, 15 for 21, 207 yards, only one touchdown pass, but they had three rushing touchdowns. The one with McNichols, Mariota ran one in himself, and then you got Bill. Luke McCaffrey also got the receiving touchdown today.
Mm-hmm.
That
Haven't heard that name much.
that his first? That might be his first. I don't know if he got in the end zone last year.
Mm,
I'll say this, man. You saw this across the league today, and it's just a true representation of you got to win all three phases of the ball game. And the special teams, a lot of big plays on special teams this week. Commanders took a touchdown back. I mean, you saw it all day long. You've been seeing a lot of people missing kicks this year. Got to win all three phases in the NFL. If you want to win and be a good team, you're going to have three solid phases on your football team. And Commanders, I mean, they look like they did today.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
You know
Funny
what?
enough that you mentioned special teams. Let's go ahead and get into the Philadelphia Eagles beating the Los Angeles Rams 33-26. Um, this probably looked like the closest high scoring game today. Um, I mean, Rams were up pretty much majority of this game, and then Eagles started fighting back. I mean, Saquon couldn't get anything really running on the ground. Only 18
no.
carries, 46 yards. Um, I know they start off the game with the tush push, and then he finally activated both AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, both getting in the end zone. AJ Brown pretty much quadrupling his receiving yards on the season.
About time.
Yeah, 6 catches, 109 yards. On the other side, though, Matthew Stafford did throw a pick. Did he get hurt? Did I miss that?
I don't think so.
Because I see this Josh Carty got a pass attempt.
Oh, it was. I think that's the kicker. I'm pretty sure they blocked the field goal or something. Could be thinking of another
Does that count
game.
for a pass?
I think so.
Oh, I never
Uh,
Cardi's
actually.
the
I never
Cardi's the
knew that.
kicker.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what
I never
happened.
knew that counted as a pass.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
This was a full-blown jinx on my part. I think it was 27 to 9 or something like that, or 27 to 7 or 26 to 7. I texted in the group chat, said, "Are the Rams a team to beat in the NFC?" After that text, I think they win 33 unanswered points.
That's all right, buddy. We might have all got jinxed today.
Yeah, we got screwed pretty much across the board. Puka had another great game. Didn't get in the end zone, but 11 catches, 112 yards.
I mean,
Pretty damn good. Kyron Williams finally got activated a little bit today. But I mean Jordan Davis, he blocked what, two field goals?
you know, that's they're 2 field goals away from beating them in that game, and they should have won that game in the divisional round last year. They just can't win though. That's the problem. They're just trying to cover the spread at the end of the day, and they
Well,
totally
McVay, I mean, he saw that he was 2-0, and he's like, "Oh, well, I'm getting too far away from 500 now."
exactly. That's what it really came down to. But he said, "Fuck, I'm not covering the spread either," because he wants the Lions to be a little bit juiced up on the other side, so I can come in there, take a 4.5, 5 point dog, and just bat him every single week. It broke my heart today. If it wasn't the Rams, that team would be blacklisted like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are.
Yeah.
We'll be back. Don't worry. They're gonna cover next week because they're definitely gonna be underdogs to the Eagles. But we'll get to that next week or next episode.
All right, let's go and move into this next game. We had the Carolina Panthers putting on an absolute clinic against the Atlanta Falcons, who were fresh off a Sunday night football win. Was it Sunday or Monday? I think Sunday. Yeah, Sunday night football.
Sunday Night Football.
Monday night to
Um,
start the season.
Michael Penix looked atrocious today. 18 for 36, 172 yards, two picks. Kirk Cousins finally got some action. He went 5 for 7, 29 yards. But other than that, I mean, it was all Panthers today. And really, Bryce Young didn't even play all that great.
I called
Um,
it last week. I said that the Panthers at home against this Falcons team would be a little sneaky.
yeah, I wasn't thinking no
I
30
didn't think no
nothing.
goose egg.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be no 30 to nothing. Because I mean, looking at the box score, they really didn't do much on offense.
No, I think they had like 200 yards total, if that.
Yeah, that's looking about right.
Yeah, but
Um,
they had the lot.
lot of turnovers though, and a lot of field goals.
Yeah, they had a lot of short fields.
Yeah, he had one from 57, but yeah, not a whole lot to talk about other than that's pretty concerning seeing Michael Penix get benched. If you're a Falcons fan, not sure what you're thinking the future holds there, but hey, nice to see Kirk Cousins out on the field. Why not?
Honestly, I'm surprised I wasn't on the Falcons minus the 5.5 or whatever it was. I'm very surprised I sat this one out and didn't just get my shins kicked. I probably should have just added it in for the hell of it, just to add another L on the card here.
But we'll move into the Steelers and Patriots, where Steelers win 21 to 14. This was, in my opinion, a pretty boring game. I mean, one moment it's 7-0, then it's 7-7. But looks like it was little to no offense, really. I mean, Aaron Rodgers didn't even have 140 yards passing. The best rusher on the Steelers was Jalen Warren with 47 yards. On the other hand, I mean, there's a little bit more offense going, other than Ramondre Stevenson, who shit the bed, 18 yards. They tried giving Henderson some more carries, but from
Yeah.
everything that I saw, it didn't really look like they put him in great position whatsoever. Um,
Whoever fumbled on the goal line should be cut and just never let him touch the ball again.
That
This
was
is
Stevenson, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was. And this was just a typical Mike Tomlin win. Like, hey, we're gonna suck it up real bad here. We're just gonna get the timely turnovers and get out of here.
Yeah,
Brandon,
Hunter Henry pretty much single-handedly kept them in this game. 8 catches, 90 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So he scored both times. Um, but yeah, I mean, this is a scrappy win. This was just overall in general a really weird week for NFL.
going back to my debate this morning about benching and starting for fantasy, very glad I did not go with Diggs over
Yeah,
Emeka. I had some gut feeling that I had to keep playing Emeka. Diggs with 3 catches, 23 yards. And I screwed up on the Tucker Craft versus Hawkinson in one league. I played Hawkinson in the other. He ended up getting in the end zone today, but very glad I played Emeka. But Henderson, it's like last 2 games, Henderson didn't get the ball very much. I thought after that preseason, we'd see Travion Henderson as RB1. I don't know why they keep flirting with Gibson and Stevenson. They both fumbled today. Stevenson fumbling twice. Why not give Henderson, just all the carries? They got to do something. I mean, you can't have Drake May as the lead rusher when you've got
no,
3 running backs.
I think they want a bruiser, and that's not Henderson.
I think he could be, though.
Allegedly.
A lot of people are saying it.
All right, let's go ahead and move into the Cleveland Browns upsetting the Green Bay Packers 13-10. DTF, I know you got burned on this one.
Well, here's the thing. When the Packers are supposed to win the damn game and they were up 10-0, and I thought my 6.5 was in the clear, and somehow the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland Browns fashion won the ball game. I said fuck the Browns. And then I got cursed, but we'll get into that.
You did, you did. Um, Browns defense, I thought I mean, really both of these defenses looked great. I thought the Browns defense personally looked better up until that last drive when they tied the game. That was pretty scary seeing them drive down the field. They forced a fumble from Josh Jacobs, which I don't believe actually ended up being called a fumble.
No,
No.
that was
Oh, it
bullshit.
100% was a fumble. It was
It
just a
worked
matter
out
of
better,
who had
though.
possession of it. But I mean, they only held them to 30 yards. Our offense, though, looked atrocious, other than Judkins today. Fannin made a couple of decent plays in Njoku. Uh, just couldn't do anything on offense to save our life today. But Joe Flacco looked bad, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was on a heavy train of I don't want to see any of these rookies. We've made the mistake in the past of throwing out the rookie and ruining their career essentially. But I mean, we're gonna have what, two probably top 10 picks, and like we gotta know, like this could be an either we're loading up and this is our guy, or we got to go get our new guy. And it's like we got to know what the fuck we got back there. I'm done with this Flacco bullshit, man. I'm done with it. We got to throw those guys out there. Let's see what they got. It doesn't hurt. Flacco, we got no down the field attack. He just checks it down every play to
Well, how
finish.
much of it is Flacco and
But
how much of it is play calling? Because, I
I
mean,
don't I don't even think it's play calling. I mean, he just doesn't look like he has it anymore.
No.
okay, but who's calling the plays?
Well, I get that, but I'm just saying from what I see on the field, I mean, even when he's trying to, throw the ball or, place the ball somewhere, I mean, he can't. He's been the last 2 weeks he's been making boneheaded decisions. Last week he got bailed out on a tip pass that Tillman caught in the end zone. That
Yeah.
one was pure luck. Today, the pick that he threw, I think he was trying to throw it to, if I remember correctly, I think it was to Njoku. The one time I thought we were gonna have a chance of scoring. there were like five Packers around him, and he just ever so lightly threw it up in the air. I mean, Packers players were just waiting for it, essentially.
Oh yeah.
He I he just doesn't. I don't know. He can't move around.
That's the big thing. You can't protect the guy, so we throw a 40-year-old out there. Might as well throw the rookies out there, let them run around, maybe get their head taken off, and then we decided that's not our guy because we don't protect them.
Well, I
I
don't even
think,
think our line's really been the issue other than penalties. I mean, you can't be sitting back there for 6 seconds
yeah,
and not expect to get hit. And the thing is he knows better than that. And I don't hate Joe Flacco. I'm ready for him to be done. I
yeah,
want to see, Dylan Gabriel and Shador and whatever the hell else we got out there. But I want to at least see what we got because I
yes,
think we can all agree. I mean, the season's punted already.
yep. I mean, we
We're
should.
not making a playoff push, nothing like that.
The crazy thing is we're a missed field goal away from 2-1,
Yeah,
and like we could be 2-1 in the worst 2-1 football team of all time.
yeah. I mean, I think we have a top five defense right now. I think pretty
But
much
that's
everyone
never been
Oh,
the problem. That's never been the problem. The problem has always been our offense. And, we got bailed out 2 years ago with Joe Flacco's miraculous 5 game, at the end of the season, go to the playoffs and tragic fashion, we lose to the Texans. You know, Last year we decided, yep, nope, not doing the Flacco thing again. We're going right back to Deshaun. Gets
I think
injured, Jameis Winston. It's always the offense. The defense has been solid for the last like 3, 4, 5 years.
I think you're going to see very similar to the end of the season last year. You're going to lose the locker room and you're going to lose the defense, and defense ain't going to show up past week 6 if you keep throwing Flacco out there and doing absolute dog shit. You know what I mean? Like it's got to be like hey, we're bringing some juice on this change too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. All right, let's go ahead and move
Win's a win
in.
though. We'll take it.
Yeah, a win's a win, whether it's
Could be.
ugly or not.
You got to enjoy every victory Monday like it's your last, especially with this team because it could
Yeah,
very well be
yeah.
You know what we're getting tomorrow, lad?
the victory bell.
The victory bell.
Better see a video.
I'll send it. Don't you worry.
All right, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beating the New York Jets 29-27. DTF is very lucky that the Jets absolutely suck on offense.
Whew, what a game. No reason that should have been this close, and there was no reason the Jets should have been in the lead with a minute to go in the game. But Baker Mayfield, 3 weeks in a row, has a game-winning drive to win the game. I just can't take it. They need to start pulling away with these points. Certainly not good to see that Mike Evans left the game with a hamstring injury again. He did get a touchdown early in the game, and then it was all Emeka Egbuka. Not much from the running back room. Um, just a weird game against the Jets, and kind of makes me nervous for the Buccaneers going into week 4 against the Eagles with a beat up line. They literally had no starters in the line today. And unfortunately, if we lose Mike Evans next week, that sucks. But the good news is Chris Godwin will be back, and I think Tristan Wirfs will be back next week. They're starting left tackle. So something should change, but Levante David looked a little beat up today. They were out with Kalijah Kancey in the defensive line. They got a lot of work to do, but they somehow keep finding ways to win. But yeah, I said fuck the Browns, and then immediately Buccaneers get their field goal blocked and return for a touchdown. So karma.
And I spam called you until you answered.
Yeah, I was not looking forward to taking a phone call.
Oh, I knew you weren't.
Blacklisted. Absolute
Buccaneers
blacklisted.
are plus 2.5 already for next week. If you
Oh,
want
I
to,
will hammer the shit out of the Eagles. I am telling you, dude, this defense is fraudulent. I mean, how many times are you gonna keep leaning on Baker Mayfield? I mean, you cannot make this shit up with two blocked field goals that destroy the spread for me. You just can't make it up. And yeah, you can't make that up either. The fucking Chiefs just scored. This one's over with.
What, a field goal or a touchdown?
Touchdown. We don't have a kicker though. They can't go down and score a field goal to like get it within fucking six.
Wait, who scored the touchdown?
Um, Thornhill or Thornton?
Thornton.
Yeah, I think so. It's hard to see. It's on my phone. But yeah, they're blacklisted. Defense fraudulent. Yeah, I do like their offense though, but it's hard for me to bet on a team that the defense isn't very good.
Yeah. Well,
But I find a way to pick those teams every week.
I certainly was tightening up a lot when I realized that that was my survivor team, and it was going to come down to whether or not Baker could pull it off.
Oh, I am very, very happy the Browns won because all week I'm thinking to myself, I'm just going to take the Packers. They might only win by a field goal, but they're going to end up winning this game. I'll just take the Packers Survivor because I'm thinking to myself, all I got to do is outlast you two. No big deal. Just keep taking the easy wins, keep it rolling.
Hmm.
And then Corgi gets down there and says Packers, and I was like, God, I hope they lose because that would be awesome because that's all I was thinking about. Sure enough, they lost.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the games that felt like a sure thing, like I mean, we'll get to the Cowboys and Bears, but Packers just seemed like a sure thing. And that's how I felt 2 years ago or 3 years ago when we played the 49ers at home, the Browns. I certainly thought that Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey were going to come in and dog walk us, and the Browns fucking won somehow. It was like what, 19-16. It was a weird ass game.
Well, that's always been a reoccurring thing with it, which is very strange. Is our defense plays very well at home, and they absolutely suck on the road, which is traditionally, the defense travels. Watch if we think we're on the road next week, we'll probably give up 50.
Yeah, Detroit.
Yep, in Detroit, yeah, 50, 50 burger.
Yeah, that one's gonna be scary, especially with Gibbs and Montgomery. Even though we've
I
been
wouldn't
holding
even
the
say
line
that.
pretty good
I was
lately.
just gonna say our run defense is like gotta be top three.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was number one.
Yeah, look what the Browns have given up. It was like 20 and 30 week one and week two. And then this week was what? How many yards did Josh Jacobs get?
30
Yeah.
on
They've
18
done
carries.
they've given up nothing.
Did my Sorry, we're going back again, but did Miles Garrett get a full sack or just half a sack?
I think he just split the one sack.
Yeah, that's what I think too. But I think we're good to keep this thing rolling here. Get in the next loss I have on my card.
He had half a sack. Oh, also they kept saying Shelby Harris blocked that field goal. It was Denzel Ward. Like they
Yeah,
kept saying on the broadcast, Shelby Harris with the block, and I'm like, that's 21, guy.
dude, I don't know if it's just me or if I'm just catching it more and more, but there has been a lot of commentary errors where they say something that's just completely wrong. And I'm always just like, these guys are dumb as hell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
commentary's been really bad this year, in my opinion. Just
I
across
think
the
a lot of
board.
it I think a lot of it is they can't see the field that well to know the player, right? Unless they're watching a TV screen, which is probably delayed. I mean, it's probably not completely live, but either way, it just was pissing me off that Denzel Ward wasn't getting the respect.
Yeah, I mean that's true. But wait, didn't I think Harris did get a hand on it? Because I
I don't
think
know.
I think Ward tipped it to go downwards. Like not straight down, but he like tipped it, and then Harris is the one that hit it forward, I believe.
But
But
Harris
he's still
didn't have
not the
a
one that blocked it.
right. He didn't have a pass deflection in the box score. Denzel Ward did.
Right.
But oh,
Um, but anyways, let's go ahead and get into this next game. We had the LA Chargers beating the Denver Broncos 23-20. Um, this one was a pretty crazy game. Chargers started off good, and then Denver started, building up a lead, building some momentum. Uh, but Justin Herbert in this game had one of the craziest throws I think I'd seen in quite a while. For that last touchdown that they scored to tie it at 20, off of his back leg in the back of the end zone to Keenan Allen, just on an absolute needle. I mean, that was. Did you guys saw that play, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, that was one hell of a throw. Um, Bo Nix, not the quarterback I thought was going to hit the sophomore slump, but he hasn't looked all that great this year.
Deep ball's gone. He is missing dudes that he was hitting on those deep routes that were wide open at least 3 times today. Wide open. Misses them by 4 or 5 yards. Like, man, just fucking put it on the money, man. Here comes Jackson Dart with a 3 yard run.
Yeah,
Cortland
I
Sutton
mean,
continues to be very, very consistent at wide receiver, and Hampton gets his first touchdown, right?
Yep.
yes, he got his first NFL touchdown. Uh, Broncos, literally their only receiver today was Cortland Sutton. It
Yeah.
goes from him getting 118 yards to RJ Harvey getting 14 yards.
Which Harvey's been very underwhelming at the running back position. 2 for 2 today.
Yeah, nothing, nothing great there.
I mean, they're giving it to J.K. Dobbins, but
Yeah, and I mean he's been playing, I would say, above expectation for them.
What's his face towards Achilles? That was pretty gross.
yeah,
Oh, James Conner
Najee.
or Najee, yeah.
Yeah.
James
James
Conner
Conner
got
also
hurt today
like
too.
tore his ACL or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
yeah, he's out for the
He
year.
carted off.
Oh man, Cardinals are dead. Which speak, I mean, we can. I mean, it's up to you, but Marvin Harrison, bad drop today.
Yeah, I'm scared he's washed.
Well, that's what happens when, Brian Hoyer is betting on the goddamn Cardinals. Anything that bad can happen is going to happen. But yeah, here we go. Another Russell Wilson. Fucking idiot. God damn it. But just all else. Oh, look at all those. It was all in her fucking row, man.
Ugh.
Disgusting.
Uh,
Yeah, the Cardinals were on there. That was a late ad when I got on the fucking. Actually, a flip now that I look at it. That stinks. That was a flip. That really does stink. Oh well. Way she goes. They had it, man. I don't know what the fuck's going on over there, but yeah, they had that game.
Down
yeah,
to the
this
final
next
second.
game that I'm going to talk about, I mean, there's not really much to talk about other than I know on the pod we were talking about the Saints being frisky, but they were not frisky today whatsoever. This game was done pretty much in the first quarter.
JSN dog.
Yeah, Seahawks 44, Saints 13, and honestly, that 13 doesn't even do it justice. We did see Tyler Shuck get into the game, though. Did not
Where's he
complete
from?
one pass, though. So, didn't really get a
Where's
good sample size. I will say I was surprised that the Seahawks went with Drew Lock getting more reps over Jalen Milroe.
Milrow still got in though.
He did. He got in for one run, but I would have, if I were them, I would have liked to have seen what I got out of him, especially if you're up that big. But I don't know, maybe that would have applied too much pressure if he played good. It was like, oh, Darnold's not playing all that great. Let's go ahead and throw Milroe in there.
Darnold's just doing his job. I mean, he's getting the ball down the field to JSN, handing it off to Kenneth Walker for 2 touchdowns. What more can you ask of a guy?
I mean, if you want to talk about a great 500 club, I mean, that's a great 500 ball club right there.
I think this might be the opposite of a 500, maybe a couple games over 500, get in the playoffs and get absolutely dog walked because they are 500, but they're going to play above 500 football. You know what I mean?
You think so in that division?
That's Sam Darnold, man. Just like last year, They're probably 500 at heart, but somehow they figured out how to win 14 games and get absolutely stomped first round
Yeah.
wild card.
I mean, I'll take it if that means the Seahawks win the division.
No, I wouldn't say division. I'd say they'd probably sneak in the fucking thing. Maybe 12 wins. Rams with 24 wins.
How many of those 24 did they cover?
All of them this week. That was a fluke, an outlier.
And then last game we're going to talk about, we had the Chicago Bears beating the Dallas Cowboys 31-14. This was Caleb Williams' breakout game right here. No
Just
questions
an
about it.
unbelievable game.
This was the Ben Johnson offense that everyone thought they were getting. Luther Burden even getting the ball in this one.
Yeah,
Having
101 receiving yards.
101 yards and a touchdown. You had Romo Dunze. I mean, but overall, I mean, Caleb looked phenomenal in this one.
This
Yeah,
was Ben
and Dak
Johnson.
Prescott, 2 interceptions.
Yeah,
This
that the
was,
last interception by Dak was really bad. Right in the end zone too. Uh, Joe Milton got into the game. Uh, Beginning of his drive looked pretty damn good. And then he went back to being Joe Milton and threw a pick. So, yeah, Cowboys aren't all that great. CD also looked like he broke his ankle, but hopefully he's going to be okay for my fantasy team at least.
he
But I'm
said that
kind
he
of
was
punting on that team anyways right now.
he said after the game he was going to be good for next week.
Yeah, did
Yeah,
he even,
I'm
I
just saying
mean,
it looked ugly.
It
he didn't
did.
even get a single reception. So what happened? Was that first quarter?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Then he
he
tried to
dropped
go
a
back.
big zero burger for me.
George Pickens, what was up with him throwing his helmet on the sideline?
He was always bitching about something. That's George Pickens.
I mean,
They
he's
should
got a
trade him back.
touchdown.
They should trade him back to the Steelers. It's a good team for him. We get a good laugh out of him.
Nah, he'll
This
be a
was
Raider.
this was just Ben Johnson just saying the Cowboys defense sucks, and I'm tired of hearing this hate about my offense. I'm pulling every trick out in the fucking hat and getting after these guys and kicking the shit out of the Dallas Cowboys money line betters.
Yep,
And that's what
that was me today.
Andy Reid's about to do that to me too here. So I'm just getting numb to the pain at this point.
Well, other than that, I mean, that's going to cover all of week 3. I mean, obviously, we don't have Monday Night Football on here. Um, we'll kind of talk about that a bit on our Wednesday episode. Um, I think we can all agree that Chiefs probably win this game. And, now that I say this, and it'll be uploaded on Monday morning, Giants somehow will probably win this game.
Cam Scatabo,
That would be awesome.
99-yard rush, barreled through 11 men, and Andy Reid as he's stumbling down the sideline. Touchdown. Wins the game.
And he does the double backflip this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. This game's over with. Your Chiefs are going to go down, score, make it 22-6, and that's going to be your final score.
You know?
Or they're going to claw back in this thing, go for a field goal to cover the game, and get it blocked, and yeah, it's over with at that point. We're going to be better next week. I can guarantee you that. I'm not going to stop shooting. I'm not going to stop having 24 picks a week. It doesn't matter. We're going to get right back in this thing.
Alrighty.
You can try.
That's going to do it for the week 3 recap. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you subscribe, leave a like. But until next time, hopefully we'll do better in week 4. Be ready for our week 4 preview coming out Thursday morning. We'll record it Wednesday night. Until then, see you guys later.